My stir. It's not even a straw.
Oh, it was a straw.
Damn.
A big ass. It was almost full with coffee. My own iced coffee. If you live in New York, you know exactly what this is. If you order from a Chinese restaurant and get iced tea. And if you live in New York, you know that it's technically free Tupperware for you. So
Exactly.
we have like a whole stack of those. Why throw them out? Just reuse them.
It works. You
Yeah.
bought them. You spent money on it.
I know, right? I'm gonna keep it, damn it, and reuse it. And it's plastic. So since I'm not throwing them away, I'm being environmentally sound. By the way, Eternals reaction is what we're gonna be doing today. Trailer dropped the other day, so we're trying to get ahead of this, and yeah,
Ahead of something.
ahead of something. We don't want to give our trailer reaction 2 weeks at the gate. Like, oh yeah, that trailer dropped, and this is how we collectively feel about it a month later.
We try and catch up, but what are you gonna do?
We're gonna try to be a little bit more responsible with these trailer reactions and jump on top of it. Like, I know the second Spider-Man does come out, me and Anthony are just gonna.
Damn right.
And I could be driving on the highway.
Can be here or not. This is Mike. Nope, that's Mike.
Nope, that's Mike. Today, that's Mike. That's Mike today. Yeah, let's cue this thing up, and let's see by the end of it if our eyes are glowing.
Let's see. Ooh, nice.
5 years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe. But the people of the planet brought everyone back with a snap of a finger. The sudden return of the population provided the necessary energy for the emergence to begin.
How long do we have?
7 days.
We're Eternals.
I like when they do different things with the logo. It's cool to see like what they're gonna do, different.
It's Loki had his own logo. So in almost every iteration now looks like the Marvel logo is gonna be different to reflect the movie, and that's cool.
Yeah. And I'm surprised a lot of these actors are in this movie.
They got a lot of big
including
names.
Selma Hayek.
It's a pretty big cast, a diverse cast as well. So I'm excited to see what each of these actors are going to bring to the table, because separately, I love each one of these actors in one thing or another, or most of the actors in one project or another. So I'm excited to see them all together.
Yeah.
We came here 7,000 years ago to protect humans from the deviants.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, or all the other terrible things throughout history?
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
By who?
Oh, what?
We need to find the others.
Yo, that was no cloud, man. That was. Now those are the Celestials.
The Celestial. Yeah, this is crazy. This is opening the door.
You know more about all this.
Yeah, this is getting more to the space and like otherworldly stuff of the Marvel universe, and this is opening the door wide open for Galactus.
Hell yeah.
These crazy larger than life beings. We saw a glimpse of it in Guardians of the Galaxy when they went to nowhere, which is the head of one of these, giant celestial beings.
Right.
But yeah, now this is like directly referencing them, and I feel this is not only going to pave the way for something like Galactus, but maybe even mutants. So we'll see.
I haven't seen some of them for centuries.
Hi.
Hello.
This is what the end of the world looks like. At least we have front row seats.
You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm.
We have loved these people since the day we arrived. When you love something, you protect it.
You can't protect. Any of them.
I bet you've built the perfect safe house. And what's this even made of? Vibranium?
Fall collection. IKEA.
Yo, this trailer looks amazing. The director, I believe her name is Chloe Bennett. Am I mistaken? Am I mistaken? Oh, Chloe Bennett. Wow. Chloe Zhao. I don't know where the hell I got Bennett from. Chloe Zhao. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, a lot of this was location shots. So, this isn't green screen. She actively sought out these certain locations to film some of these large sweeping shots just because, of her filming style. And from this trailer, it translates well. It looks amazing. And just to see this trailer it's different in tone from the first trailer, because now we're actually seeing them, being more. We're seeing like the superhero aspect of them.
Yeah, the last time they were just sitting there talking around, like conversations here and there. Now we actually get to see what the action looks like, what the effects look like, what's in space.
We get to see an antagonist. Looks like these deviants is what they're fighting. We get a quick explanation as to why they didn't deal with Thanos, because from what I've read, a lot of them, or at least one of the characters here, can easily beat Thanos. Like, these are characters on his level, like naturally just powered and strong.
Yeah.
But why didn't they lift a hand to deal with that aspect? And now we get an idea why. They're only told to deal with deviants. And yeah, this is gonna be crazy.
So you think there's gonna be a young Thanos? I read something. I think at some point he's gonna come. Oh no, never mind. It was something else.
No, but I think at some point we are gonna see a young Thanos. They might, because we're gonna get an explanation as to what they are, who they are, where they come from. Thanos has been alive for thousands of years, as well as these characters right here. They've been on Earth since forever. It looks like. Protecting Earth from the deviants and also being a part of our culture and stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn I saw Egypt there at some point. So cradle of civilization stems from Africa. So
they're celestials.
I think they're a product of them. They're the Eternals. So that's what we're gonna see.
The title. He got jacked for this movie.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I've seen a couple of movies he was in. He did comedy, and when they casted him, I was like, what? Because he was all I've seen him was comedy.
Yeah.
And then he went on like a crazy strict diet and got jacked. I'm surprised again, Salma Hayek, she's in it, and Angelina Jolie. She's always been in like some stuff though, like like Lara Croft and stuff, but
Lara Croft, Salt, she's taking up action roles, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So it's familiar grounds, but never.
It's surprising to me because a lot of actors feel that like all of this like comic book stuff is like these movies are
beneath them.
Maybe not beneath them, but it's just so like saturated, that they don't really see them as well. Not everybody is Scorsese, but I'm just saying like they don't really see them as films and stuff like that. So it's surprising to see certain actors in these movies.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, way back in the day, there was a particular genre that was very popular, and you had a lot of big name actors in that particular genre. And I'm talking about Westerns. For years, for decades, from black and white cinema to colored, Western movies captured the imagination of directors and actors, and it became its own like subgenre. The Western.
Yeah.
Now we're living in an era where that has been replaced by comic book movies, So
and the lasers, the laser eyes. Yeah, I got goosebumps.
Oh my god, that looks so freaking cool right there.
Anything with laser eyes, I just like. It doesn't matter who they come out of. It doesn't matter. It's just it could be anybody as long as somebody has that power. It's just awesome to see.
Yeah, like
I'm do it right, but.
I'm so hyped to see like all these characters and what they bring to the table and the craziness that they're going to bring. Kit Harington is also in the movie. He's going to be playing Black Knight, which I think there was one instance in the trailer where we do get a glimpse of him, but nothing too crazy. I want to see what he brings to the table because that lends to a more European team, Excalibur, and we can with Captain Britain and everything. So it'd be kind of cool to see the emergence of those set of characters. I'm super excited.
And where is this going? Are they going to eventually team up with other people, Guardians or somebody else in space or Earth, or who are they really gonna?
Definitely, if this lends to a more cosmic threat, then you have potential team ups with characters like Nova, which I'm dying for a proper Nova to be introduced. You have characters like Adam Warlock, who is
isn't that the next Guardians? Or
I think Adam Warlock might be in the next Guardians because he was hinted at the end of the second one. But you have characters like Nova, Adam Warlock. If you want to get into the Shi'ar Empire, Gladiator, this can really introduce to the more cosmic aspect. We got a glimpse of it through Guardians, a little bit more through Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
but Eternals can really like blow the doors open.
And that's what they do. They sprinkle little Easter eggs here and there, little teases throughout movies, and then years later they reveal them and then introduce more.
Because like even though this is more of like a Fantastic Four villain, Annihilus, I would love to see a storyline with Annihilus in there. Just because of the threat that he posed to like everything in the universe, in the galaxy. So we'll see where this takes us. I do think that we're going to hear more about these larger than life celestial beings out there, and this might be the introduction to a character like Galactus. And this looks like this movie can't come soon enough for me. It looks amazing. It's beautiful. And plus,
when does it come out? November?
Yeah, November. And plus this one right here, this ageless, beautiful flower of a woman right there. It's Simon Hayek, man. She's gorgeous. Get to see her portray a superhero. I was like, what?
Right?
What?
I don't think I've never thought that would happen.
I know. which I'm pretty sure her character is a gender swap as well. So I'm interested to see how she portrays this character and how cool this person is.
See, it's crazy. Like Netflix can, Netflix, Marvel can do all this gender swapping and change things up, and everybody's fine with it. And let DC or somebody do something like that.
Yeah.
Netflix, and they get shit for it.
I don't know. I think it all depends on how big and how iconic a character is. The bigger the name, the more association you have with that character, the more people feel connected to that character being a certain way. And once you change things up, because we're not, we've fallen victim to that, where our personal feelings are hurt to a certain degree. Like, this character shouldn't be this character's supposed to be this way.
Yeah.
We've gone through it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. It is, man. So, but it's just, I think the more iconic, the more recognizable the character is, the more criticism is liable to get when they change things.
Right.
And, the Eternals, that's not a household name. If you're a comic book fan, you know them. You might not know a lot about them. You might know everything about them, but you'll know of them. But
I think you have to be a deep comic book fan to know.
Yeah.
And you hear of them, but not enough to know, like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Because realistically, this is not a team or a squad or a list of characters that are in the limelight. They're not instant. You can't instantly recognize them. They're not the Avengers. They're not X-Men. They're not Justice League. Teams like that where you're like, oh yeah, isn't this character on that squad? Or you hear Eternals, and I'm like, all right, cool. Until I read more about them, and then I can get a greater attachment to them. And I'm trying to think if there's been any stories where I'm pretty sure there have been stories, but none of really grasp me right now. This is not a squad I've really followed, but this trailer is making me want to learn a lot more about them.
It's cool because there's so many of them too, so that there's so much to have in that movie.
Yeah.
So much to explore, and I don't know anything about them, so now that
it's crazy.
This and Shang-Chi,
Yeah,
I don't know much. Iron Man, now we're going into the second tier people, and it's, at least to me, I don't know, but now we're learning new characters.
the thing is, I trust in MCU so much and the direction that they go in, because up until Guardians of the Galaxy came out, that wasn't a name that average people knew. Like Rocket Raccoon, Star-Lord, Peter Quill, these weren't names that people were familiar with.
Yeah.
And I've always been a big Guardians of the Galaxy fan. One of my favorite
came out and it
storylines.
was awesome.
Yeah, I would read their comics, and the relationship that Peter Quill and Richard Rider Nova Prime, their friendship was one of my top tier friendships in comic books. How close they are. So I was very nervous when they announced Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, Marvel can really get this right, or they can get this incredibly wrong, and it might be one of their first flops. And not right out of the gate, the movie came out and people are bananas. Oh my god, I love Groot, I love Rocket, Drax is hilarious. Oh my god, Gamora is such a badass.
Is that the only movie that's directed by the one director for all three of them?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe Ant-Man?
I gotta look into that. I know
out of the two.
All right. So do you count Civil War and then the two Avengers movies as one story? Because the Russo brothers did those three.
Yeah. Huh. I was just curious. I don't know, because I like it. I don't know. Every movie they had different directors for, and some came back for, or they skipped one and then they came back.
They came back for another one.
So I don't know, but James Gunn's magic for all well, so far for the Guardians of the Galaxy. See how the third one comes out, but which they're gonna start filming soon, right?
If they haven't started already, I believe they are. The script is all done.
Yeah,
Everything is all done.
That's been done.
It's been done. Just a matter of filming now.
He just wanted to wait until
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad was completely finished, and he meant completely, like even visual effects, everything. You have nothing else to do with the movie at all.
Yeah,
completely done, and then he's gonna go over. Yeah. So yeah, I think they are. But this looks awesome.
Yeah,
and I can't wait.
You have to wait.
I know.
Womp womp. Coming out in November. This won't be streaming on Disney Plus. So only in theaters. Unless something changes between now and then, because this whole COVID thing is very crazy. So
well, there's that, and probably the whole contract issue with Black Widow.
Yeah.
That derailed.
I think
that derailed a few things.
There has to be a large revising of contracts. I guess it might depend on how well Shang-Chi does, because that's not streaming either. It's going directly into movie theaters in 2 weeks.
Huh.
So, at least for New York City, where we live, they are issuing a new mandate that unless you are vaccinated, there are certain venues that you cannot attend. Movie theaters being one of them. So we will see how that affects ticket sales. It might be a clause where I know some movies that if they don't meet a certain percentage of money being made by, I think, 30 days, it does go up for streaming.
Huh.
So there are like 1,000 scenarios and things that you have to look at. But yeah, we'll see how this turns out and how we're able to watch it when it does release. So
either way, I'm see it. So
yeah,
no matter how it comes out, I'm gonna find a way.
Gonna just sneak into a movie theater and we'll figure out a way to see it. Us, not Mike, because Mike is not a big fan of movie theaters at all.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time he's been to a movie theater.
I don't know. Mike?
Huh. Questions, Mike? No. He's shy right now.
I should just put a picture of him right there.
Him in his what'd you call it? His coffin attire with the suit.
Oh man, here we go. You're Mike now.
There we go. Oh, cool. I was wondering where he was. I didn't realize I was covering him.
Who? Oh,
the actor that I'm covering. Yeah, him. I know him as a Paperboy from Atlanta. Very talented actor right there.
There we go.
Oh wait, let me take my glasses off. Right.
Bring you up over here. And I'll make you smaller.
Maybe smaller. Maybe part of the group.
Here.
My eyes are glowing too. You gonna do it too?
Put you.
You could put me right next to him. Put me right next to Paperboy, right down here. You're right next to him.
There you go.
Right there?
Right on her. Right there.
Yeah, right there.
Oh my god.
My eyes can go too.
And then